How's it going, guys? It's the Pixelated Pumpkin, and in today's video, I'll be ranking all 8 Party City Halloween 2024 animatronics from worst to best. Coming in last place, we have Hacking Heidi. I'm pretty sure everyone agrees that in terms of Party City 2024, this is their worst offering. And honestly, I don't think this thing is terrible. It just goes to show how good of a year Party City had once again. Anyways, Hacking Heidi is definitely the weakest prop out of this year's lineup. For one, I do not like the animation. While I definitely understand why they had to make her swingy axe backwards, they obviously don't want to get sued. I'm really hoping there is a way you can set her up so she does swing it forward. There's no guarantee there, but people haven't gotten her yet, so who knows. I think another big turnoff about this prop is the face. While it's not the weirdest looking human face we've seen on an animatronic, I definitely think it is still a little bit strange looking. I think if maybe the eyes were shrunk down just a little bit, and the eyebrows maybe were like real hair instead of that sort of painted on thing, and maybe if the hairstyle as a whole was a little bit different looking, I feel like it would look better that way, but I don't know. Again, the face, not the biggest fan of that either. As for the rest of this prop, it's alright. I mean, it's nothing too atrocious. I genuinely think it's just a fine prop. Again, that goes to show how good of a year Party City had of Hacking Heidi's the last one. And so I don't think she's terrible, but I don't think she's a great prop either. Now, this is a very controversial pick, because at the second worst spot on this list, we have Art the Clown. And that's not to say Art the Clown is bad at all. Again, I think pretty much everything from Party City is really good this year. But I think a lot of this comes down to that I'm not the biggest fan of the Terrifier films. And also, Spirit Halloween is obviously released there, Art the Clown, and I think it's better. But this one is not bad at all. Like I've said in another video, I think if you want a bloody Art the Clown, because again, he's supposed to be bloody, this is the one you're going to want to go for, rather than the Spirit Halloween one, because he also comes included with that hacksaw, which obviously is used very violently in the first movie, if you've seen that. But I think it's cool he has an actual weapon here, unlike the Spirit Halloween version. So I think if you want a more scary looking Art the Clown, this is probably the one you're going to go with. But if you want a collector's item Art the Clown, the Spirit Halloween one's for you. So yeah, I think this Art the Clown is fine. The animation's okay, the audio's okay, the design is obviously okay. Overall, I think this is a cool Art the Clown, but the real reason he's second to last in this list is because, again, I'm not the biggest fan of the Terrifier movies. Coming in 6th place, we have the other Terrifier prop at Party City this year, being the Pale Girl from the second Terrifier movie. And I think a good reason why this one is above Art is because of the animation. I absolutely love the animation on this one. First of all, of course, you got the creepy little wave she does, as well as the head tilts. The head tilt is so cool. She also moves from side to side, and she even shakes around the possum. How cool is that? The animation is super solid on this one, and I love it. The design of this one is also really cool. I think it just makes for a great creepy little girl prop. Honestly, you don't even have to really utilize this one from the license. If you just want to set this up as a creepy little girl, I think it'll go fantastic in any yard display or haunt. So overall, I like the Pale Girl a lot. The audio, I believe, is just the theme from the movie, so nothing special there. Other than that, this is honestly a really solid creepy little girl prop. I know some of you are going to say this shouldn't count because it's not technically an animatronic, but what the hell. At number 5, we have Embers, the groundbreaking pumpkin. I'm a really big fan of this one. I love the blacklight effects. I love how big he is, and I love the fact he's a pumpkin. In terms of these giant static groundbreakers we've seen so far, this is the best one. Granted, there's like really only 2, him and the skeleton, but Embers is an awesome one for sure, and definitely one of the better jack-o'-lantern props we've seen in a good while. Coming in at number 4, we have Cthulhu, and what a beast of a prop this is. Cthulhu obviously comes from H.P. Lovecraft's story, The Call of Cthulhu, which I have not read, but I have read a good amount of H.P. Lovecraft's work. Anyways, this Cthulhu rendition in animatronic form is just awesome. It is enormous. They were definitely going for size over animation and detail here, and I have to say that was probably the right choice because this guy is freaking scary when you're standing right in front of him. Let me tell you, it is just so god dang huge. I really like him though, and I do like how his phrases are lifted straight from the story, which is such a cool detail. I have to say the voice on this guy is awesome and very intimidating as well. The things I don't like about this guy are his wings and his clothing. I wish they were more detailed for sure, but again, they were going for the size here, which I, again, prefer over a more animated, smaller, and detailed prop, because Cthulhu is supposed to be an enormous entity in the story, that is. Anyways, I think it's really cool we finally have a Cthulhu animatronic, and they did a good job with this one for sure. The only reason it isn't any higher is just because I like everything else in front of it a little bit more. This prop is pretty much on par in terms of quality with the rest of them. Again, I just like the other ones better. Now we're in the top 3, and let me just tell you, for these next prompts, I had a very difficult time deciding which place each one should come in, but I think I'm pretty satisfied with my final list. Anyways, at our top 3 spot, we have the Contaminated Kid. Now, this is such a cool satanic prop, and just a cool animal prop as well. We don't see too many animal props done realistically like this, but when they are, they could be really creepy, and that point is proven perfectly with this guy. A 2-headed black goat is honestly awesome, especially with the fogging on this one. I really love the fogging effects here. On one head, the fog comes out of the nose, and on the other, it comes out of its mouth. How cool is that? I think the animation here, while simple, is good enough. There's just something very creepy and satanic about this one that just gives me the chills. Overall, the Contaminated Kid is awesome. My second favorite Party City Halloween 2024 animatronic is the Skill Crane. Now, this thing is just awesome. First of all, having a claw machine for an animatronic done this well is honestly awesome. We haven't seen anything quite like this before, and I think they did a fantastic job pulling off a realistic looking claw machine. Having the actual claw move is just such a cool detail that I would never expect, and while it's a very simple animation to achieve, it just really brings this whole prop together. And obviously the jump scare is awesome on this one. I don't know how many people will see it coming, but I'm guaranteed you're going to get a few good scares out of this one for sure. Overall, the Skill Crane is fantastic and really should not be overlooked. I think it is definitely deserving of this spot on the list. It's super unique, super cool, and honestly, pretty scary. And my favorite Party City Halloween 2024 animatronic is Dr. Payne. That's right, he topped off my list, as I think he will for most people's rankings. Dr. Payne is just awesome. Originally, I was gonna put the Skill Crane in this spot, but really after seeing this guy in person, I just had to put him as number 1. First of all, that flaming fog effect honestly looks really good. They managed to pull that off a lot better than I expected. It does look like a real flame, especially in the dark, and I also just love this dude's design and animation. It is just so cool. He is a massive prop, standing at like 9 feet tall, I want to say, and just all in all looks incredible. A fire breather is something we should have seen a long time ago, but I'm happy we have it now, and I'm very especially happy that it's not a clown this time. That's always a major positive. It's just a really cool, scary looking dude who is towering over you and blowing flames out of his mouth. That is just so awesome. Dr. Payne is awesome, and yeah, he is my number 1 favorite Party City Halloween 2024 animatronic. Alright everyone, that's it for this ranking video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know your rankings in the comments below. I'm really interested to hear the general consensus on these props. I like all of them personally, but let's see what you guys think. Anyways, everybody, that's going to do it for this one. So remember, nobody outpixelates the pumpkin.